Hello everybody, Softypapa here. I just wanted to pull out the camera as I was walking home from work this afternoon and talk to you about some thoughts I had after I watched a YouTube video earlier today. The video in question was by one of my favorite YouTube fellas. It's MicknFumi. Mick and his wife Fumi, living in Australia, making great videos about Japan, Australia, and life in general. Anyway, Mick's a great guy, and I think we all, everyone here in Japan is really appreciative to have him as part of the community. And what I wanted to talk about was a video that he posted regarding a wedding that he attended at the Meiji shrine in Tokyo. I think it's in Tokyo, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it was a pretty interesting video because it showed an actual Shinto wedding. Konnichiwa! Yeah. And it showed an actual Shinto wedding, which is actually rather rare these days. Typically, Japanese people have their weddings at a wedding hall. There's two guys back there enjoying an afternoon chat together by the garden. Japanese will typically have their weddings take place at a wedding hall. And in the old days, everybody got married in the shrine. And it's pretty rare to actually see a shrine wedding these days. So I was really intrigued to see Mick's video showing such an event. I've never attended one. He must be very close to that family to have been invited to an event like that, especially to the actual ceremony. Anyway, in Mick's video, he did a great job, as he always does, of showing us the surroundings that he was in. And at one point he stopped and he took the camera and he does like I'm doing right now, kind of panning along, showing what's going on. And there in the distance was a man, similar to the two old men we just saw seated on the bench there. And the man was sweeping the ground, sweeping the dirt, so to speak. But he was using an old style stick broom, a hoki, as they're called, a broom in Japan. But it was an old style one. It was the old twig broom. But this was a special one. This was a really, really long broom. Very interesting. And anyway, as he was sweeping it, I was thinking it was a big, open, expansive area, and I was thinking, wow, that's a lot of work. And he's going to be sweeping and sweeping and sweeping all afternoon. And I didn't think much about it, although it registered in my head, until just now, as I was coming home, and it hit me. I figured out what it was about that man sweeping that really struck home to me. And it was the fact that he wasn't using a leaf blower. That's what they call, blow all over the place, a weed blower. And then I started thinking a little more, and I thought, you know, in all the years I've been in Japan, I've never heard or seen a leaf blower in use. Now, that's really striking if you think about it, because Japan is a society that adores convenience, efficiency, and technology. And what is more convenient, efficient, or technologically cool than a leaf blower? I don't know why I can't say that. Leaf blower. Leaf blowers are really neat devices. They can get those leaves spread all over the place. Now, I'm neglecting to say the fact that weed blowers are incredibly obnoxious as well. Many people hate the darn things, and I don't like them either. In California, where I grew up, they were a very, very common sight, and very, very noisy things. So I started thinking, well, hey, how come that guy wasn't using a leaf blower? And how come there's no other leaf blowers in Japan? I've never seen one. What about you folks in Japan? Anybody else? Have you seen a leaf blower being used? I don't think so, or at least not very often. So why don't the Japanese use leaf blowers? I mean, you just heard that beep, boop, beep, boop. Okay, and you can hear the big traffic, the noise above me right here, right? I mean, Japan is a country full of noise. Just listen. This camera might not even be picking up the half of it. It is literally a cacophony of noise going on right now all about me, and it will be doing that for hours, and all evening until late night, and then, even then we'll be hearing trucks and trains and the like. So, what's going on? Why not leaf blowers? And I think I know why. Or at least I have an idea. I want to run past you guys. Leaf blowers they don't fit in this culture. They don't fit in the same way that it wouldn't fit to ask sumo wrestlers to wear boxing shorts. It's just not done. The act of cleaning via a broom is an essential and one of the very elemental and old parts of Japan. And when you see it all over, it's an icon in this culture of the old man or the old woman sweeping in front of their house. You know, old people retire from their job, if they're a woman, they retire from caring for the family, and in their daughterage, in their old age, one of their jobs is to sweep the front of the house every day. You see them, you still see them out there sweeping so carefully the litter. And in fact, I'm going to post a video later this week about a man I saw picking up trash all about the downtown area of Shizuoka. This type of manual effort in cleaning is a very important part of the society, especially these old brooms. And you can easily get a more efficient broom anywhere, but these old style brooms, these twig brooms, are still easily available in any hardware store here in Japan. So the use of these old brooms is an elemental part of Japan. It holds a sense of it's almost a meditative type of a thing. It's a very it's a very relaxing and a meditative thing, especially when I see these folks doing this type of work on the streets. So in essence, the use of a broom in Japan, especially the old twig brooms, is an important, I think, I'm going to make this determination and conclusion from Softypapa's point of view, that hand brooms are an important part of Japanese culture. And thou shalt not use a leaf blower for the same reason that thou shalt not disgrace or remove in some way or ruin the other icons of culture, such as the way the Shinto rituals are done, the way that the tea ceremony is done, the way that the proper use of calligraphy is done. All of these things are very essential elemental points of Japanese culture. And I'm going to add to that the act of sweeping up leaves. So there you go. Food for thought, maybe, or just random nonsense from Softypapa after watching MicknFumi's video. Now, if you're not already familiar with MicknFumi, head on over. I'm putting the link up right now. Head on over to MicknFumi's channel. Subscribe. Now, I often recommend people go and visit people's channels, but I'm telling you, go and subscribe. Mick is a great guy. His videos will brighten your day, put a smile on your face, and you'll want to correspond. You'll want to be friends with this guy, and you'll want to follow what's going on in his life. I certainly do. And hope you enjoy a little thoughts about hand brooms in Japan. I'm going to head back this way and take the long way home just for the heck of it, because it's a nice evening, and maybe pick up some ice cream for the family on the way home. Okay, see you all later. Bye-bye, guys.